The Calendar 1 stone chamber in the Royalton, Vermont area is an ancient stone construction which may be of indigenous origin. It's also been said to have been a root cellar, and some speculated it was an ancient temple to the gods. Like the Upton stone chamber, some suggested it could be the work of Celts, Phoenicians, or other pre-Columbian European explorers. But also like the Upton stone chamber, authors James Mavor and Vermont Dix covered this stonework extensively in their 1989 book Manitou, the sacred landscape of New England's native civilization. In fact, it was here in the mid-1970s where they began to suspect this was indigenous work, and it was Mavor and Dix who named this place Calendar 1. They thought the entire valley was a calendar. The bowl-like valley around the chamber was thought to be a natural calendar, with stonework on the surrounding hills serving as celestial markers to chart rising and setting stars, the sun, and moon on days of special interest. Based on their research, much of which is presented in Manitou, an indigenous origin must be considered for the Calendar 1 stone chamber. This footage of the chamber is from a visit made about 4 years ago. It's now sort of off limits to the public, while preservation efforts are being considered. The roof has been missing for a long time, though it did once have a roof. The entranceway is bowing in, especially on the left side, and the right side interior is collapsing. Mavor and Dix conducted carbon-14 dating at this site, 435 to 470 years before present is what they found. If present is as usually calculated, 1950, these dates put its construction at latest to the early 1500s. Well before most Europeans that we know of were even exploring this region. This dating, like the dating of the Upton stone chamber, is cited in Curtis Hoffman's 2018 study, Stone Prayers. Though I've mentioned the Upton stone chamber in covering this Calendar 1 stone chamber, the two are very different constructions. I've found that the stone chambers of New England are often very different from each other. They don't seem to be the work of any one group, likely built at different times by different people for many different purposes. Some may have been built as root cellars, as former Vermont state archaeologist Giovanna Peebles once argued all of Vermont's stone chambers were. Some were likely ice houses. Some were temporary winter storage for corpses. Some were built less than 100 years ago as work projects for the WPA and CCC during the Depression. And, based on carbon dating, OSL dating, and additional research, some, like this stone chamber near Royalton, Vermont, appear to be much older and would seem to be indigenous work. The very narrow entry passage, even narrower now, does not, however, suggest storage use of the chamber. It's not practical. You couldn't carry items in for storage. And remember, this used to have a stone slab roof. Hopefully, conservation and preservation efforts can be coordinated, and this ancient stone structure preserved. This is one of several stone chambers in this area. Another, known as Eagle Chamber, is fairly close by. And the winter solstice-aligned Calendar 2 stone chamber is just down the road a piece, near Woodstock, Vermont. Find out more about the Calendar 1 stone chamber, other stone chambers, and ancient stonework, and the possibility of Indigenous stonework in New England in my video presentations on my YouTube channel, and in my book, Ancient Stone Mysteries of New England, available everywhere. There's more at ancientstonemysteries.com. I'm Mike Luoma. Thank you for exploring with me.